guys, I'm back with another video. I know the last time I posted was about a month ago, and that is not good enough. I'm sorry, but I'm back at uni now. I'm just gonna give you guys a little update, tell you guys my results for the first semester, tell you how I found it, so how I'm finding uni so far. And yes, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully not gonna make it too long, but just long enough so you guys can get an idea of how I'm getting on. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to message me or put it down below in the comment section. Yeah, let's get it on. I think I'm gonna tell you how I found the semester first, and then I'll go on to my results. So I'm just gonna talk from my heart. So I would say that my time management has gotten better since I've got into university, because I've noticed in sixth form that part of my life was a bit poor. I was doing so much, didn't have time for certain things, didn't have time for the important things, and that ultimately led me to kind of be disappointed in myself. However, now I said once I reach university, that is not going to happen. I'm going to focus. I'm going to get my first and get out. So yeah, I've been trying to manage my time. Sometimes saying no to things, you feel a bit left out. So they'll be like, oh, let's go out, and you'll be like, no, I need to do my work. But I think that's kind of a self-control, the self-control that you need to develop within yourself. And once you realise that you're not where you want to be, you're not afraid to say no to certain things. So I've noticed that. I would say I like university more than sixth form on the basis of they're not trying to make you fail, man. I'm not even saying that sixth form tries to make you fail, but the exam boards, they really don't want to see you winning. I'm telling you. They don't want to see you winning. University is more tailored to the person, which I do like. Whereas, sixth form, it was more each to their own, you know. And let's not even get into those exams, because, you know, you can't even lie. If you did A-levels, was it last year? They really didn't want to see us winning. They didn't want to see us doing anything. They didn't want to see us going to university. Let's just say that. I feel like at university so far, there's been a mix of emotions, you know. Sometimes you're in your room and you're like, I want to go home. Why am I here? Can't I do an online course or something? Because I'm tired. And you kind of feel out of place. You kind of feel like you shouldn't be here, and that kind of gets to your head sometimes, and you're like, guys, can you remove me from this situation right now? But yeah, I think you kind of have to keep telling yourself that you're gonna get through it and you're gonna do the best you possibly can, and also that many people don't have this opportunity. And sometimes you do have to sit back and try and be grateful for where you are. Even though you may not be where you want to be, you're still working towards it. I think the main thing I've been doing is trying to keep the end goal in mind. And I think with most people, when you have the end goal in mind, whatever you're going through, you know, whether it's bad or not going to plan, you know it's only temporary, because you're legit working so hard. It makes me want to go to lectures in the morning. Not saying I go to every lecture, because sometimes I read over the lecture and I'm just like, see, I'm not condoning not going to your lectures, but if you know you're going to do the work, and you know you're actually revising, and you know you're going to actually be productive, I don't see anything wrong with sometimes staying at home and doing your own thing. For me, I find doing references and stuff like that the longest part. It may not be hard, but it's the longest part when you're searching for something on the internet and you look and you can't even cite the website or cite the article, and it's just like, sometimes I just have to walk away from the essay because my mind is just doing it's just dancing and stuff. Sometimes you need a break, sometimes you need to step back. And I feel like when people go to university, they feel like they need to be going like fast paced all the time. And sometimes going fast paced all the time isn't efficient. If we've been in the education system for a long period of time, I don't think a little break is going to do much damage unless you haven't been doing work. You know, if you know you've actually been doing work and being productive, then you're fine. And also, I've noticed that putting in long hours doesn't necessarily mean that you're being productive. Sometimes it makes us feel like we're actually doing work when we're not recalling anything, we're not retaining anything, we're just staring at a screen and we feel like we're studying. When in actual fact we're not. Because if I ask you questions about what you've been studying, you'd be struggling because you're not working smart. As far as it goes for my social life, I think it's been pretty decent. I'm one of those people who likes to protect my energies. I like to be very specific about who I'm giving my time to, because not everyone is for you. And I think that's where people kind of fall off, is that thinking that they have to be friends with everyone, thinking that everyone is meant to be their friend. And sometimes you need to just sit back and focus on the 2 people that care about you the most. So I'm very particular with who I hang out with, and some people may see that as me being closed off and all that stuff. But I think if it's supposed to happen, it will happen, and it will happen naturally. It won't have to be forced. You're forcing the laughs and the jokes, and it should just flow naturally. I shouldn't have to beg to hang out with you, and you shouldn't have to beg to hang out with me. I think you just want to make time, you know. Even if you didn't have as much time as you wanted, you would still try, you know. So yeah, I think at university it's kind of about adapting and kind of getting used to your environment and seeing who you really vibe with. And I think that's important at university. Whereas when you were in sixth form, you're in college, you kind of had that support system of, you're coming home. Obviously, not everyone has a stable relationship with their family or whatnot, but you still had friends that were there that you could rely on. You had family that were there you could rely on. Now, if you are staying somewhere that's further from home, and obviously you have to stay at university, then you don't really have as much as a support system as you did when you were doing your GCSEs and A-levels. So I think it's important to kind of build relationships with people that make you feel comfortable, that kind of push you when you're down. You know, those people that look after you when you're feeling ill, etc. And I think as time progresses, you can see who is for you and who isn't for you. And yeah, especially around exam time, you kind of want to make sure you have this foundation with people, try and build a strong foundation with people, and obviously make sure you have different types of friends. Different people offer different things. People find it hard to kind of say, okay, I'm starting again, time to make new friends. And sometimes you do feel a bit apprehensive. I feel apprehensive at times, like, should I be talking to this person? Should I give my time to this person? But sometimes you just have to let go and let go of all the thoughts that tell you they probably don't like you. Like, you think you're funny, you're not. Do you know those kind of those insecurities? Sometimes you have to get rid of them. I'm gonna tell you guys my results for stuff. We had 4 modules. Four modules. We had human anatomy. We had foundations of cell biology. We had core biology and mathematics. Yes, mathematics. I thought I left it behind, but you know, when it comes to science, you can never leave maths behind. So let's see. So for my human anatomy and physiology, I'm just tell you guys what I got. So for my coursework element, I got 79, which is an A. And for my in-class test, guys, let me tell you, human anatomy is no joke, okay? When I saw this grade, I was just like, that's fine for me, I'll take it. I will take it. Because if any of you ever do human anatomy and physiology, you will see what I'm talking about. Because on the outside, it doesn't look as complex. When you start delving into the body, you want to run away. So in my in-class test, I got 67, which I'm fine with. It's a B, you know. I'm fine with that. And for my foundations of cell biology, in my coursework, in-class tests and stuff. See, with this one, it doesn't like give a proper breakdown. 69. But it doesn't tell me my other ones. So I'm sorry, guys. In my core biology, which is kind of, I would say, a mix of science and history. Let's put it that way. In my coursework, I got 79. And in my in-class test, I got 71. See, the thing is, I really thought that in my in-class test, it was going to be really poor because they'll ask me questions and I was like, when I saw that I got 71, I was like, okay, all right. Then guessing kind of helped me. I think I'm a good guesser, okay? I'm a good guesser. And then in my mathematics, so this is coursework. I got 70, which is grade A. And then for my in-class test, I got 84. See, that in-class test was pretty, I don't know, decent. It was pretty decent. I wouldn't say that it was extremely challenging for most. From what I've been told, lots of people didn't find it that challenging. So, yes, that was a fluke. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to just tell you my overall grade for each one. So human anatomy and physiology, I got 74%, which is an A. For foundations of cell biology, this is what annoyed me. This is the one that annoyed me, okay? This is the one that annoyed me. Oh my goodness. I got 69%. So anyone at university in the UK knows that for a first, you need 70%. And I got 69%. It's always that 1%. I think I would rather it be like 5% than 1%. I feel like 1% in any exams you do, when you get 1% off the higher grade, I think that burns more than someone saying, oh, sorry, 5 marks. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you get that 1%, like, it's like, are you serious? Are you playing with me right now? You're playing, innit? You're playing. Okay. And in my core biology, I got 75%, which is A. And then in my maths, I got 76 overall. So, which is an A. So, overall, I got 3 A's and a B, which I'm happy with. My aim for first year is to get a first. Okay. Yeah, that's my plan. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with what I've gotten so far. Honestly, do what you feel comfortable with. Do what makes you happy. Don't do something because you want to please someone else or you want to, live up to someone's expectations. Like, only live up to your expectations. And whoever's proud of you is proud of you.